Going for a ride with Officer Watterson. Do's and don'ts of safe driving. This time I get to ride in the front seat, not the back. So buckle up, safety first, let's go. So right off the bat, you gotta wonder, why'd you want to become a police officer?
I wanted to become a police officer so I could help people. I've always loved helping people since I was a child. Whether it's helping a citizen, I know I do write a lot of tickets for expired inspections and registrations. However, having those inspections brought up to date is helping keep our roads safe.
What do you think would happen if you didn't give out any tickets, maybe?
People wouldn't get their cars inspected, or they'll ride around with the counterfeit inspections, and it would be a dangerous road.
I know what I might do. I might ride a little quickly.
Speeding.
Speeding, yeah.
So that's another safety hat. I mean, if you are speeding, then you can't stop at lights in time, or if someone happens to run across the road, you can't stop in time.
You could feel like you're in control if nothing goes wrong. But
right.
Things can go wrong. Is that what you mean?
Right. If somebody in front of you happens to be texting and not paying attention and they swerve into your lane, you need time to be able to stop. Or if a child runs out in front of you, again, be able to stop. Or an accident occurs in front of you, or someone slams on their brakes.
What would you say to some of us drivers out there? What should they do when they're pulled over? I mean, do you immediately start digging in your glove box for your license and registration, or?
As soon as you see those lights, you need to pull over to the right. Just stay still. Don't start digging for anything. Don't take your seatbelt off. Just sit there until we've approached the vehicle. Keep your hands in plain view. I don't know that person. I don't know that they're reaching for the registration or if they're reaching for a gun. So just for the safety of everybody involved, just sit still until we approach the vehicle and ask you for your license and registration.
It's always about safety.
Yes.
It's pretty much everything you do is kind of revolves around that.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned something before about distracted driving.
Yes.
And I get distracted easily. If we're going to country roads or something, I usually have to make my wife drive because I'm like, look, a barn, you know. But what can you tell us about distracted driving? Because I don't think we all know what it is.
So distracted driving, most people think that it's just texting while driving. However,
right, that's the big one.
That's the big one. However, it's anything that takes your attention away from the road. Whether it's a screaming child in the back, somebody needs some food in the back, and you're trying to get your kids some food, or you're fighting with your passenger, you're not focused on the road. So it's anything that takes your attention off the road. And a lot of times the driving patterns of those people mimic those of somebody who's under the influence. They're swerving all over the road, they're running stop signs.
Right.
Excessive braking, or just not, going under the speed limit or over the speed limit.
I know the police are sometimes often around when someone's at their worst or having a bad day.
Right. I usually try to make the person feel relaxed when I pull them over, because they're already, they see the blue lights and it's an automatic. Nobody wants to see me.
It was an odd question.
But people do thank me for my ticket. It's funny, the other day this lady thanked me for the ticket. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just thanked you for a ticket. But I just think it's that attitude of being nice. Like if I give a seatbelt ticket, I'm like, you have to wear your seatbelt. Don't make me be the person who's telling your family you're not coming home.
Right. It's not your fault that they're behaving unsafe.
Right.
Right. Sometimes corrective measures are needed. But your style of policing, especially in the realm of the traffic enforcement, is what? Pleasantness and politeness? I hear that you're very, an easygoing ticket giver, so to speak. I can't think of a better.
I try to be nice when I'm giving a ticket and be respectful.
Right.
Being a police officer, it's all about respect. I want the citizens to respect me, so I'm going to respect them. Doesn't matter if they've done something really wrong, I will still respect them. They're still a person. On TV, all you see is the bad stuff. A police officer have done something and it looks bad on all of us. So I like to change their mindset, hopefully change their mindset that all police officers are not mean or not nice.
You.
Right,
or
after them.
They're after me. I actually haven't gotten a ticket in a long time. I'm kind of a slowpoke. I guess once you get in an accident, you become more of a defensive driver. At least that's how it worked for me. You hit a couple of things and then you're like, guess what? You may not know what you're doing all the time. Right? If I was driving slower, that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Or if I was paying more attention to the road, that wouldn't have happened. being interviewed distracting?
Yes.
Our ride's about over. Coincidentally, we're going over speed bumps as we speak. So that's a good way to remember to slow down out there, drive safe and be safe. And of course, we always want to be
Respectful.
respectful. Nice. Whatever. Just be safe, be nice. Have a great day. It's another speed bump.